She's an award-winning multi-platinum singer and highly acclaimed actress. She's from Indonesia and always inspires me, young people, with her words. Dream, believe, and make it happen. Please welcome Agnes Monica. And now I invite Monique Mosley and Agnes Monica. Floor is yours.
Thank you, Anga, right?
When they came to Agnes and I to speak today for this amazing historical event, they said to us, "What are you going to say?" And Agnes and I said, "We're going to say the truth. We're not going to speak at you, but we're going to speak with you. Because what you've done the last 3 days is you started a conversation, and you're making history. You're a part of the first ever Global Youth Forum, and you are a part of the first ever platform that is going to unify your fears, your stories, your concerns. 10 years ago, I sat in a room with the person who came up with this vision, and no one understood it. No one understood, how do you take the universal language of music and the power that it has and create a mobile platform to help unify the 43% that you all represent, that is not changing the world for tomorrow, but today. And here we are 10 years later, when no one could understand that vision or that dream. We are here to hear your dreams, your visions, and we're using this platform that no one ever thought was real. So Agnes and I wanted to tell you to never stop dreaming, to never stop believing, that you are here because you matter. But your job isn't done. This is just the beginning. Agnes started off the opening ceremony by telling you that you had to dream, that you have to believe, and then you have to make it happen, and you have to take that action. So as we all close out this ceremony, I think we should be reminded of what Agnes's dream was.
Well, just to remind you about this huge pink folder story that I told you guys. When I was like 19 or 20 years old, I had a dream to go international. I had a dream to go global so that somehow my song, my voices can be heard and known throughout the world. At that time, I decided to buy a huge pink folder where I can keep all the informations about songwriters, producers, dancers, those people that I wanted to be working with, that I wanted to work with. And the first page in that folder is Timbaland's name. And when I talked to other people about my dream, they all got this pity look, like, yeah, you can make it happen with that look. I mean, I was young, but I know what that meant. And so that was like 6 years ago. And 2 years ago, when I was in the United States talking to my team how to strategize my dream and how to make my dream come true, I told them about my dream. I told them that, okay, they asked me actually, okay, who do you want to work with? And I told them, well, I want to work with Timbaland. And there's that little pause after I said that. They were all like, yeah, well, everybody wants to work with Timbaland. And you know, it's almost like in their faces, they told me that you're young, you don't know what you're talking about. If I had given myself, if I had believed in those negative words, I wouldn't be right here. I wouldn't be in the studio working with Timbaland just a couple weeks ago and actually launching the song tonight. So, you know what? I mean, I believe that our future doesn't depend on what other people think we can do or we cannot do. And more particularly, our future doesn't depend on what other people can or cannot do. We don't want to be afraid to be the first and make history. Because after all of you are here right now. You know, you've been working so hard to make decisions that will ultimately set the future agendas of United Nations. Who would have thought? And who would have thought that in 2011, I could sit down in the studio with Timbaland and with his team, and then in 2012, one of our songs that we've done together will be a part of this huge global youth movement that connects people around the world and reach them to talk about their issues and how to change the world to be a better place. So this is not just a song. And I want to tell those guys who initially told me that I was young and I didn't know what I was talking about. I'm young, but I know what I'm talking about.
So Agnes has let you all know that they are going to unveil the first ever global song on this global platform. And what we need to remind you all that when you hear this song and you leave here, you realize that you can hear so many more of those songs if you remember to do what you obligated and dedicated yourself to do. And the reason why you're here is to show that fear, to show that concern, to tell that story, to extend your hand to another, and to encourage them to also have their voice amplified and heard. And what we want to remind you before we leave this stage is that we see you because you came here. We heard you because for 3 days you spoke. And we believe in you. And I'm not a part of that 43%. But you know what? As a part of that other percent, I'm so thankful to know that you are the 43% who are taking control of what our future is and what today is and tomorrow. Let's go and hear the music.
Thank you so much for Agnes Monica and oh my God. Thank you so much, Monique. Thank you. So, are you guys ready for party? I can hear you. So, the party will begin at 3rd floor, Singaraja Hall right now. So, thank you very much for attending this closing ceremony. Angga Dwi Marta out. Thank you.